Hi.
Aw.
Love
Love
you.
you.
Love you all so much.
Hi,
You so
Jode.
much.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you all.
Love you so
Love
much.
you all
Love
too.
you.
Aw.
Love you,
Yay.
Jody. Love you so much. Love
Aw.
you.
Thank you. Oh, the love is so beautiful, isn't it? Like it's just real. It's our real being, and it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, you ready for this?
Yeah.
The
Yes.
Ready.
the divine advanced civilization of love. That's our topic today. Wow.
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 Oh my.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Ooh, well, the next thing is, where do I start? So I want to start with this. We've all lived in that divine civilization of love before. We've all done that. It's all within us. It's as all time is now, it's happening now as well. So it's in our memory, it's in our whole being, in our soul. We've already lived that. And so what we decided to do was at this time where our focus is to be here and for the reason of our ascension, to gain some wisdom, right? Gain some wisdom, and then all get together like this, and everyone else has for our ascension. And the plan is for us to return to that beautiful, divine, advanced civilization of love. That's the plan. So understanding what that means is a lot of what I've already been talking about, of course, and it's just really knowing and understanding the choices that we made to experience being forgotten. And it's just perfect, it's just really perfect. And part of the reason I wanted to do this session now is because I'm really feeling that really strongly, that the wisdom is being gained to such a point, especially for the soul level of all of you guys and other people on this soul level, just completing that, and our ascension is happening. It's already happening. And so we're really embracing our love and remembering our love. So in a way, already in our consciousness, we're living in that divine advanced civilization of love. We're doing that already. But there is still so much more of that to experience yet, just so much more. And it just makes me feel so much love and joy just contemplating it and knowing where we're going. And even though the going is just a word that we use to explain another now, but but it's just so beautiful to really remember that we are beautiful beings of love. And I've shared a lot about how in the beginning we were here, we arrived and we're having this experience of love and beautifulness, and we continued that experience to manifest. We started on that really beautiful golden ethereal beings, and then we manifest more and more levels of our physicality just for this beautiful journey. And the most amazing thing is there's something inside of all of us that knows that. We'll always know it and we'll never forget it. And it's actually in the most amazing place within us physically. But remember what physically is? Physical is just our soul. So we have this incredibly beautiful liquid crystal surrounding our DNA. Right? It's pure. It's the most pure water. It's between kind of like solid and liquid. So it's a liquid crystal. And it surrounds all of our DNA. And what it does, it holds all memory, right? Holds all memory of ourselves, of all time. It receives our feelings and our thoughts. Yes, the emotion, go for it, because I cry too when I think about it. It contains it contains and receives all memory and all thoughts and all emotions. So it's so pure that absolutely nothing, even physically, it will not allow anything to change it. Like scientists know this too, but it's true. Nothing, even if anything tries to, it'll just get rid of it straight away. So how beautiful is that? That's our real being, and that is surrounding our DNA. It's within us. It's so incredibly divinely beautiful. And so, like, that's where our, our ascension is. Our ascension's there is recognizing this and understanding this. And so what it does, it's like a, because water is a conductor of, consciousness. But this is different. This is a very, very high water. It's not the water even the water we purify for our drinking, it's not the same as that. It's a much more high frequency, and it's just so pure that it's almost indescribable. But it's just so beautiful. That's who we really are. That's who we really are. That is within us. That is the memory, holds all the memory of who we are. And I've often said, awakened DNA for ascension, right?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. That's the thing, and I'll explain more about that. Like, how beautiful is it to really say hello to that and know that existing in ourselves. And it's been like that water, that liquid crystal is so pure that it went through so many phases just to get to that, it's doing that within our body. It's always, it's remaining. It will never stop being that, ever. It doesn't matter what you eat, what you drink, what you think, nothing. It's always there. And so if we are consciously aware of that, which is what we were, actually, it's your original ethereal being right there, wrapped around every bit of your DNA. Your original ethereal being.
Wow.
Yeah, right there within you, always. And so I wanted to bring all of our attention more to that, in so many ways that I've been doing that to help you to understand, transform your consciousness. But this is a whole nother level, right? This is big. So if we think about that beautiful liquid crystal giving our DNA messages of what to do, right? What messages are we giving it? What messages? Right? Thoughts, memories,
Yes.
feelings. We've talked about how we can transform our past. We've talked about how we can transform our future. We've talked about how once you change your perception over memory, it changes within your consciousness. That memory, that experience is part of your soul, but it's how we perceive it. Right? Remember that? How we talked about that. And so this is what's so amazing. It's so profound. And actually, you retain in your memory ascension. You know how to be completely that light body. You know all time. You know love. You know you are love. And that's what you're awakening. And like just feel your body now as I'm saying these words. Just feel it, like take a deep breath and breathe into that and just go, wow. Just go, wow, within yourself, and say to yourself, if you want to, I am here to remember. That's why I'm hearing this. I am here to remember that. I'm here to remember who I am. Just take some breaths and know that. Who would like to say those words? I am here to remember who I am.
I am here
I am
to
here to
remember
remember
who I am.
I am
Yeah.
here to remember who I am.
I am here to remember who I am.
We can't hear you, Estella or Amy. We can't hear you.
I'm here to remember who I am.
Estella, can you unmute, sweetheart? Can you unmute?
I am here to remember who I am.
Yes. How does that feel?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like really divine.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Mm.
It's very emotional as well.
Yes.
Like there is a bit of grief coming
Very.
out as well. It's like
Mm.
the
Yes.
feeling that I forgot and now I'm remembering.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel that too. You know, it's just what's so beautiful about it is that it's right here within us. You know, it's not separate. We're not go. We don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to get a magic wand. We don't have to get some sort of, you know, ritual to bring it on. We don't. We just. It's just right here. It doesn't matter what we do. That liquid crystal is here. It's part of us, and it's the light. It's the light that we are. It's the conscious. It's the love that we are. It's the consciousness of who we are. So that's a lot to really connect with. I feel quite dizzy just even sharing it with you. It's like, and the dizziness feels is only a feeling of awakening. You know, it's a movement. You know, because I'm focusing on that. Is anyone else feeling that? A little
Yeah.
bit of
Yeah.
Yeah, my legs
Feel
are
very light.
tingling. I can feel the tingles all up my body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My forehead is tingling.
Yes, fine.
Yeah.
Everything you're saying, I feel the same.
I feel
Sort of
pressure here.
pressure up in your head, Stella? Yeah, yeah. The brain pathways. Evie?
Yeah, I also feel pressure here.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. And that's perfect. That's perfect. Like you might even feel in your eyes as well, because it's a very deep and strong recognition, but I know you guys are ready for that. I know you're ready to feel that and acknowledge that. And I think the most profound feeling about it is that we actually are recognizing that it's in our body.
Mhm.
We want to remember that our body is our soul. It is love. It is the light that we are. And so this is the question we want to really ask, and we've already been asking this. What are we feeding that perfect, pure, liquid crystal? What are we feeding it? Right? And it will take those messages and it will give that message to a DNA. It's so neutral in that way. Whatever you want to experience, it will transmit that information. So it's a big thing to become aware of and be responsible about consciously, but it is our ascension. We've done it before. We've remembered that before. And our whole body transformed into that liquid crystal. That's our ethereal body. That's what happened. But we wanted this, and it's beautiful. Like our physical body is beautiful. It's divine. I love it. I love looking at you in your physical body. How perfect is that? But in our ascension, we want to really understand what we're feeding ourselves, don't we? And I know we've talked about this a lot, of course, but this is a whole another level, because now you're aware of that liquid crystal, right? Now you're aware of what it's doing and what it's sharing to your DNA. And also it's building those pathways. It's building the brain pathways. And so what I could say, and it's true, we've got a lot of undoing in that way of not making the choices of our fallen consciousness anymore. But it's important that you're really gentle with yourself. I've always said that. It's very important that you're gentle. And even just contemplating this can bring up a lot of ego, fallen consciousness. It can start triggering it. There's all different feelings around that. You know, you could be frightened, you could be overwhelmed, you could feel like it's too unknown. I don't know how to do that. You know, all that sort of things. Like so many things. Just be aware of what you're feeling in yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? We don't want to make anything wrong. We definitely don't want to do that. We want to embrace ourselves and everything We want to do that. We want to embrace ourselves, each other. We want to understand the perfection of our journey. And in doing that, and you're sharing, like that beautiful liquid crystal is taking that information. Like you've already been doing that. You've all been giving yourself that information, right? Haven't you?
Yes.
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 Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I love you so much. And there's something I want to talk about that will assist this shift, right? More. And it'll assist us to be able to integrate and understand our fallen consciousness more. And the topic I want to add into this topic is humility. So, because there's a big part of our fallen personality that all it wants to do is fight or flight, right? We're all aware of that. There's a very common social conscious awareness, fight or flight. That means start trying to win or running away, right? Running away from that, hiding. We've all done both, right? Yep. We've all done both, of course. And, that sort of fight or flight can happen instantly in ourselves. And it's very good part of your ascension to start being aware of that consciously with humility. And remember, humility is really knowing that you are creating your reality. That's the humility. And so it's to really know and trust that there is a higher plan that we're experiencing. It's allowing ourselves to feel love. It's the humility. Humility is reminding us. It's reminding us who we are, if we allow it. So there's that option. So when we have the situation where we want to run or we want to fight, we want to defend ourselves, right? We all do that. Or we want to excuse ourselves. We want to just run away from not face anything. So when we're doing that, we're not feeling humility, are we?
No.
So the reason this is a big part of understanding our advanced civilization of love is that's a big part of a foundation. It's like the kind of like the base of the foundation of our fallen reality is those two aspects, right? So we want to start there and look at that. What are we feeding that beautiful liquid crystal? What are we feeding it when we're doing that? And that's a really good question. So if you have a situation like, I know I've been like that. I can clearly see myself being like that, even every day. It's just because I'm aware of it, I can see it. And I always had this choice in myself to not act on it. It would be difficult, right? And sometimes I did act on it when it felt right, in the way of observing it from a higher perspective, because there's still a higher perspective of this. And remember, we talked about powerful love. So there are times where you do have to be assertive, but with love and not the fight, not the winning aspect, the love aspect. And so that's quite a calm thing, but it's strong. It's your strength. And so that's how we can look at that. And also the running feeling is the fear, right? It's just fear. It's terror. So is the fight, actually. Both of them are fear because both of them are about survival. And so as we're recognizing what are we really frightened of, and like I said, there's a good reason sometimes to protect yourself, right? There is. We have had that, even just on a physical level. We want to look after ourselves, and we're aware of that, and that's beautiful, and that's a good thing. It would be very arrogant to just say, "Oh, I don't have to do any of that anymore because I'm just in the higher plan," and all that sort of. That's another level of defensiveness. It's much humility. It's humble. It's beautiful. It's soft. It's loving to know who we are. But it's strong. Remember, soft and loving is not weak. It's stronger than anything. It's the strongest. And so if you can allow yourself to start being aware of how you do that, I mean, there's so many things we could discuss about that. So many aspects. Even just getting up in the morning, what do you feel? Are you ready to fight, or are you ready to hide and run? You feel like, oh, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. Or I'll go and do it, but you know, I'm going to fight my way through it. People live in that consciousness every day. And that's okay, because that's part of our experience, of our journey of forgetting ourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. But we're ascending, and we're aware of a memory within us that's already lived in an advanced civilization of love. That's within us. And also within us is the plan that we're going to be living that again. So this is a big aspect of how we're going to do that. And you can ask yourself, when you're in that fight or flight mode, stop for a moment and say, what do I see? What am I seeing? What am I projecting? What's my vision of this right now? What's my feeling of this right now? And what if this can happen very quickly on a very high frequency. But if you start slow, that's fine. You know, start slow, give yourself time to take all this in. You know, you can rewatch this and take it in further. And so give yourself, be patient and kind with yourself, but start this understanding that you have it within you. Like, it's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. So we are amazing. Like, our physical bodies are, you know, scientists can't even fathom it. They just can't. They can only fathom 10% of the brain. That's it. They just can't fathom the other 90%. Why? Because it's not physical. So how can they really fathom that? And it's not physical because it's our ethereal being. It's our love. It's our light being, you know, ways that we can say what it is. So our bodies, like, this is one thing scientists do know. You know how I said last time, I love what scientists say because they prove what I'm saying, or they don't. And then they get it right later. But perhaps they'll get there. Hey, they'll understand, and they'll get there. So you know, they say that our human bodies are there's nothing more amazing than them. Nothing more amazing than our human bodies, right? Nothing in the universe. The universe that people think it is. I'm speechless actually to try and even say this, because the illusion of the universe is thinking it's something separate and thinking it's controlling us, but it's absolutely not. We are that universe. We are love. We are not a victim to anything. We don't have to beg the universe for anything, because then you're just saying, hey, save me, I'm a victim, give me abundance, I'm poor, la, la, la. We've all done it, right? We've all had our moments with that, and there's nothing wrong with that either. But I'm here to tell you the absolute truth and an understanding of what the advanced civilization of love really is. So it's so beautiful, really, isn't it, to remember ourselves and to really know why we're here. And that's what I was saying. It's like, I'm here to really help you remember who you are, you know, to ascend, and that all those aspects that I've been talking about with the flight or fight and the humility, the difference between that is so important for us to connect with, because what I want to guide you to do is, whenever you feel that feeling, to just try to stay in the humility as much as you can. And the best way to do is just soften and relax. Of course, as I was saying, there's situations in our life where we have to be very protective, right? Really know the difference of that, of course. Look after your beautiful self as well. But even when you're doing that, you can still maintain that humility. Like the calmer that you are in any, like being calm, any situation that you're in, it will assist the situation, and it changes the whole frequency of it, right? When we go into the beautiful space of humility, it bring us more, it aligns us with love that we are. It just really does, you know, and it's so beautiful to do that and remember to do that. And I know this is just like planting the seeds and the pathways, because I'm sure you can all relate to the feeling of flight or fight, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, how asleep would you have to be to deny that? You know, like how unaware would you be to deny that? And I understand if that's happening, there's nothing wrong with that either. But in our ascension, our awareness, of course, we're aware of that. And but see, a lot of aspects of when the experience of ascension is happening, and we're feeling so passionate about it, and we only want that love, and we only want that consciousness, and we only want to connect with people that feel that too, and we feel all that, that can start to turn into a little bit of that, a little bit of defensiveness, and a little bit of protecting and running and hiding, and or you know, trying to stick up for your ascension, and you know, people think that's being empowered, right? And I don't see it like that, because the real empowerment would be the humility. You know, the real empowerment would be really in that moment to know I'm creating this. And you know, I remember when I used to do my groups, and a lot of people were there, and they'd start learning this information and start doing it dogmatically, and they'd have these arguments saying, yeah, but you're creating it too, you know, and I know I'm creating, you know, and they'll just sort of using the higher consciousness to defend. And that's fight. That's a fight. And there's not humility in that. And so we want to really allow those beautiful pathways of humility. We want that beautiful liquid crystal to receive that and give that to our DNA. See, when we're really in our ascension consciousness, our DNA is going to transform. It is going to become a much higher frequency. It's going to activate what's really there. It's there anyway. And so that's what we're doing. You know, the more that we do that. Now, that doesn't mean you have to separate yourself from society or from humanity. Definitely not. It's just understanding and embracing it of where it is. But you are allowed to ascend. You are allowed to experience this ascension in you all the time, no matter what your situation is. You are allowed to do that. And once you're aware of this liquid crystal, truly, that's going to change you so much, because you're going to be so aware of something that's just so pure. It's so pure, and it's like, it's our ethereal being. You know, it's like when we do finish with this body, that remains. We're in that. We continue with that aspect. That's why light interim is ethereal. It's an ethereal reality. You know, light interim is the place we go when people have died. That's where they go, you know, and it's a dimension, and it's beautiful, but that's what's going on there. So there's still a form. There's still a form. And the form basically can be anything you want, but it will probably most likely be very much like our form now, but in a glowing light, or golden light, you know, a beautiful light being. It's like, it is like that liquid crystal, you know, it's like that. That's what we would, could you imagine looking like that? Like, try and imagine a beautiful liquid crystal that's surrounding all of your DNA, and connect and know that is who I am. You know, that's me, that's my light body. And so is the rest of my body, right? But I'm choosing to have this experience of it being this more physical, right? And it's beautiful. But the thing is, in our ascension, we can still be this physical if we want to. We were in the beginning. We just were. We manifested like this. We knew that we could do this. We can do anything with our bodies, absolutely anything. But that's a really high consciousness, right? That's like we're going right back to when we were first experiencing ourselves as this beautiful love, this beautiful light, these beautiful light, liquid crystal beings. When we were that, right? And then we just wanted to experience more. And so every bit of information that we're giving that, the more conscious we can be about that, the more it's going to be a higher frequency. So, but go slow, okay? Don't have to rush this. You don't have to limit it. But just understand there is a shift that's going to happen, right? It's a shift, and it's meant to be like that. We're meant to experience like that's why we designed it, so that we could just enjoy the process. So look, I'm sure all of you have experienced are experiencing physical limitations like health, pain, aging. None of those things are real, but they're real in the way that we manifested them to experience them. But if we can just go to that liquid crystal and talk to it consciously and connect with consciously, what did you feed it that created that? What did you feed it? What did you feed? What thoughts, what emotions, what choices have you been resonating with? And if you can go to that foundation, especially of the flight or fight, and be very honest and real with yourself, you'll be able to see a whole lot of survival consciousness that's feeding that, And so, of course, that's a choice and it's what we want, but it's not conscious until we make it conscious, right? The whole idea is to make it unconscious is so we can actually experience it, right? That's the choice of that. So we can experience it. But that's once you have that understanding that your ascension is to really know that we wanted to experience it, we're finished with the victim. And then when we're finished with the victim consciousness and the survival consciousness and the fight or flight, all of that, win and lose, lust and hate, then we know that we've gained that wisdom from it. And we want to be beautiful ascended beings. And what's really beautiful, once you recognize this, is already within you. It's not separate. You're not striving for anything. You're just remembering that you are that. Sometimes ascension feels like striving, doesn't it? Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
I know. But you know what that has a lot to do with what I talked about before, is those brain pathways. Because they're there, they're ready, they just go. They're on command for you. You demand it, it obeys. All right. So, and the pathways are built from that liquid, beautiful liquid crystal feeds your DNA. So it's a whole beautiful story to embrace and understand. So those pathways, as you recognize them and as you transform them with your awareness, even though it might be a struggle at times, that's really the best time to do it, because you're making a change when that happens. You're making a change when it's a struggle. You might think you're not, right? You feel like, oh, I'm failing, I'm struggling, it's too hard, la, la, la. That's the time to keep doing it, because that's when you are changing it, because it's a physical effort. It's an emotional effort, right? It's a mental effort. It's a thought effort. So the strength that we have is our desire for it. That's our strength. So once you feel like you've gained enough wisdom from all the pain, remember, I've said that, the pain, how much pain, how much limitation do you want to experience before you choose this? And when you have had enough, you will choose your ascension. You just will. That is the key. The key is our pain. and our limitation, you know, and there's really nothing wrong with it. Like, as I've said, the whole light intimate session is just amazing, you know, about, you know, there's nothing wrong with dying, nothing at all. And if we take that limitation, that's all we end up with is in our ethereal being anyway, with other ethereal beings in another dimension. So it's beautiful and nothing is lost. Nothing is lost. It's just another way of remembering ourselves. But we want to do that here. Our plan was to actually experience this physicality doing that. We've done it before. We'll do it again. You've all done it. I know you've all done it. I've seen you there. I know that. And I know that it was beautiful. And I know that our harmony and our unity and our love is just perfection. You know, twin flames together, just all of it. So we can have that here too. And I think for me, that's quite an inspirational feeling, because look, I know, I understand light interim. I know it's okay. I'm not afraid of dying. I get it, I understand it, but I want to experience this. I want to experience a transformation on a physical level, on a level where we just do return to our ethereal beings in that incredible place of high consciousness, and just being aware. And like the liquid crystal, what I'm talking about, scientists do not understand this, right? They know it's there, but they do not understand it. And that's okay. That's because they're still trying to have a limited perception, even though everything keeps shocking them about the body. You know, they can't be limited anymore. They're realizing the infiniteness of ourselves. But I love that experience, but I also surrender, and I don't get attached to it, because that is part of the fallen consciousness. So surrendering to my physicality is my ascension as well. It's beautiful. You know, we really are ageless, and our body has the ability to completely rejuvenate anything, totally rejuvenate anything, any limitation you can think of right now, anything. It can do that. It can change that. And you can go as wild in that limitation as you want. Just go wild in your mind about what ideas you have about, well, could it really do that? Yes, it could. Our bodies are really, really amazingly profound. Of course they are, because they're our soul. Our soul is incredible, amazing. And of course, compassion is very important to have when we see pain and limitation in the world of beings that are not really choosing their ascension yet, right? We don't want to be arrogant. There's humility again. We don't want to start thinking, well, they could change that. Like, you can think it and know it, but have it on a humility level. Give that beautiful feeling of humility, of knowing, yes, it is the creation, and it is a beautiful creation, and there is nothing wrong with it. That's the journey of that soul, and that's okay. And love that soul for that journey. We don't have to try and fix it, but you can if you want to too. There isn't any rules on that. That's part of the journey as well. We've enjoyed that. Something happens, gets fixed. Something that didn't work got fixed. How many times have you experienced that just generally in your life?
Yeah.
Like, we know we can do it, but we're awakening our real memory of ourselves. We're awakening our DNA for ascension. We're actually doing that, because it's all there. It's all there. It's all within us. And we can do it. We are doing it. That's what this is. This is about doing it. But be conscious of the hopelessness. Be conscious of the giving up. Be conscious of the failure consciousness. Because those things all come up, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure do.
And that's okay. I feel so I can't even put it in words, I'll try. Like vibrant and sparkly and not stagnant, like movement. I can feel that in my soul, in my consciousness. And whenever I do this, whenever we do this, we can feel that. You know, sometimes you get that shudder, right? That's good. That's a good thing. Let that shudder happen because it's good. Don't have to remain really calm and act like a spiritual person. You don't need that because you are a spiritual person no matter what. Everyone is, no matter what they're doing. So, but yeah, like let yourself be acknowledge your physicality too. Like just acknowledge the physical feelings. We call it physical, but really that's just our soul, right? But it's good to call it physical too. So acknowledge when you're having feelings in your body. If it's pain, acknowledge it. Embrace it and love it. Talk to it. Yeah. Talk to yourself. Communicate with yourself. When you're feeling the bliss and the light and the love, enjoy it too, you know. When you're feeling an invigorating feeling and a sparkling feeling, we feel that when we're together here, right? We feel that because the intention is so strong. Our love is so strong, and we're here to ascend together, so we feel that, and you all would notice it after the session what you feel, right? Well, how blissful is that, right?
Yes.
I mean, yes, things can get triggered, but the bliss is just there. And that's the thing, like that bliss is there anyway. It's there anyway. And it's just, we're so powerful. We're just so powerful. We're completely powerful. Love is completely powerful. So this is not about shaming yourself for not doing this, right? It's not about shaming yourself for having some sort of health situation, right? It's not about that. It's not about thinking, oh, how fallen have you been? You know, how asleep have I been? Look what I'm creating, you know, look what, and using all the dialogue of our ascension consciousness to shame. Look, I get it. I've done it myself. I just totally understand it. And it's quite gripping. It is quite gripping, right? You can get really locked into that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so that's when we want to have that strength. And remember, when something's the most difficult to transform and you're working on that, you're doing that, you're applying yourself to understanding that, that's the best time. And it'll get easier. But also know where that boundary is. You know, I love boundaries. They are important too. If it starts to feel too much, just relax. Give yourself that beautiful, loving embrace to not force it either. There's always this all these polarities, isn't there, to understand about things like this? And really, it's not even polarity, it's just balance. They can appeal like polarities because they seem opposite, but when we have the balance, there's no opposite. It's just balance. It's harmony. So if we deny those parts of ourselves, we're denying our own balance. And so our love is absolutely divine, and our divine advanced civilization of love is right here within us, right here within us all. We are just unveiling it. That's what we're doing. And as I've said many times, you might see things in the world that seem terrifying, that seem like that's not happening. It's the opposite, right? Trust. Trust and know, yes, it is, because you know why? Because you're doing it. Because you're doing it. And that's affecting everyone. And you know what? Because you're doing it and because we're doing it, it's stirring up a lot. you know what it's like in yourself, just in your own little experience when you're trying to ascend, you're applying yourself, stirred up, and things in your reality can seem havoc and terrifying, and you know, like, why is that happening? I'm supposed to be ascending, I've been doing all of this, blah blah blah, and all these things get shaken up, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yes.
They get shaken up because your whole soul is clearing it. It's clearing it. That's what's happening in the world. It's just being cleared. It's shaken up, it's being exposed, it's being cleared. So stay focused in your love and your ascension when you see those things in the world, you know? And like, I know in our world now, there's jobs, there's work, you know, there's being involved with people that aren't ascending like you. That's where you stay humble. You stay humble and you still apply yourself with love. If you get spiritually dogmatic and say, well, this is not my ascension, and you walk away, you will just be in the same situation again, probably worse. Because that's how it will manifest, right? So if there are situations, of course, where walking away is different to what I'm talking about. Walking away is because you are feeling love, you're not hating anyone, you're just feeling love. You understand, you've come to that point where you know you have to choose yourself for your ascension. You have to choose your ascension. That is number one for all of us. You have to choose that for yourself. No one can choose that for you. Like, I'm guiding you, but you still have to choose it. Hey, it's so obvious. But I can surely give you all my love. I can surely love you. And if that makes a difference to you, that's perfection. And I know it does. And I know you can surely love. You can love. And let's let that love, even if you say nothing, just connect with the love that you are and just radiate it. You know, it radiates anyway. So we don't have to try and save anyone in that way. We can just love and understand. And it's beautiful. It's the most beautiful experience. So it's really incredible that we're even talking about this so collectively in a way, because we are connecting with the oneness of humanity, and we have to. We're not going to just see us as these, you know, elite people that are separate from humanity, that are ascending, la la la, all that sort of stuff. Your faces, it's like that. It's beautiful. I love seeing that, because you know that's not true, because you know that's not what you want. You know you love humanity and you love the oneness, right? Of course you do. That's ascension. That's natural. But what's important for our ascension is to understand, what are they feeding themselves, right? If you get this liquid crystal consciousness now of perceiving others, and see the way they're thinking and the way they're feeling, just understand that's why their life is like that. That's why your life was like that before. That's what you're feeding now is what your life is like now. And the more that you do focus on feeding yourself the real higher consciousness, those thoughts, wow, what is your physicality really going to do, hey? It's just going to be a miracle. What we think is a miracle, but it's not. It's just the truth of you. It's the truth of you. And then, you know, as I've said, there are, in a one soul at the moment, there are a lot of fragments. And that has a really good purpose. It's the purposes of shared, to have the experience of experiencing extreme ego, you know, extreme fallen consciousness. We don't have to do that. Like, our extremes have been extreme for us personally, right? They've been, oh, that's as far as I can go with that pain, right?
Yeah.
And different to what we see happening in the world, where it's really extreme and can feel frightening to us that it's happening, right? But then we can understand and see it from this perspective, like, feed yourself that information. They're allowed to have that experience. They are fragmented and they're allowed to have that experience, and there's nothing wrong with it. And just remember the soul that you are. You know, some of you, like I know, okay, let me say, I know Clary had fragments. Let me say that. And they are completed now. And it just feels so great to have had Clary demonstrate that. You know, in a way, it's just like, how beautiful is that? Isn't it, Clary?
Yeah, it's been really amazing to understand myself that way with
Yeah.
your beautiful love. It, oh, it's
Exactly.
just beyond words, really.
It is. It's so beautiful, and
Yeah.
it's the fragments. It's the fragment information is very, very huge, actually. So I'm not going to include too much of it. As I've been saying, I want to do one on it eventually. I'm waiting for when the one soul's really ready for that. But it's really beautiful to understand just at this level that where the fragments are and what they're doing, where the extreme fallen consciousness is, right? You know, right? You get it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mm. And so we want to still embrace that, the one soul in that way, and understand that it is perfect. If we don't, what are we perceiving? If we don't, we're perceiving victim. We're getting in our fear. We're getting ready to protect ourselves. We're like so concerned and worried about the world. We're playing into it. We're feeding that into the liquid crystal collectively, right? So let's feed collectively our love into the liquid crystal. Let's do that. So that speaks to the DNA, and that changes and transforms us into our ascension. It's a miracle, really, when you think about it. And, you know, as I said, miracle's a mirror oracle. So we just mirroring, seeing the mirror of our oracle, what we see. What are we choosing to see? And I do want to talk more about that. Like, what are you seeing? What is your vision of your life? What is your vision of the world? What is your vision of anything in your life? Because if you're seeing it, visualizing it, and you're having an emotional experience about it, and you're believing it, you're creating it. Because you are feeding it into yourself and your brain pathways. It's just there. It just becomes your reality because it is your reality. So when you become more conscious of that, like we can do a visualization technique, right? We can go, I'm going to sit down and meditate. I'm going to visualize this amazing, beautiful reality. And I love that. But what's going on unconsciously is what I want to point out. How much of your day, this is another thing for you to be conscious of, are you thinking is going to happen? You're seeing it, visualizing it, right? How much do you do that in your life? I know I do it. I know everyone does it.
Yeah.
But I also know the difference for me is that I can choose consciously to change it, and everyone can. But I want to put it out. What you're seeing is what you're going to create. It's beautiful. It's powerful. Let's see something else. What do we want to see? What do you want to see? See it, visualize it. It's not just about a manifestation technique or anything like that. It's just really about owning the power of you as this amazing being that's feeding your reality. It's all frequency, everything that's in our brain pathways is just a frequency and an alignment. Because nothing is set. Everything moves. Everything's ethereal. We just believe that it's physical, which is beautiful, and I love it. And so, you know, as I said, when you're thinking something, it's instantly manifesting. It's instantly connecting with everyone in the one soul. So anything that you think is instantly the one soul. So powerful, powerful, completely powerful. It's beautiful. It's nothing to feel frightened of. It's about recognizing yourself. This is what ascension is. If you stay in the victim, if you stay in the ignorance of not recognizing what you're visualizing, what you're seeing, what you're planning, then you're not ascending. And there's nothing wrong with that. Once again, this is definitely not about criticism. This is definitely about the comprehension of ourselves. So use your strength, use your love, strength of your love to consciously see what you want to see. And you can say that any time of day. I see this, I see that. You know, anything that you're wanting to see and experience, you can say that. You can do that. Even if it's just, I see myself loving myself. That's a beautiful start. I see myself ascending. I see myself recognizing the love that I am. I see that liquid crystal being filled with my thoughts of love and understanding the memories. I see myself understanding the memories. I feel in there. I feel myself understanding the memories. Like how amazing was that session when we did that, you know, when you transformed the past and the future, you know, we're amazing. We're amazing. It's really not hard. It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. But we have given ourselves those programs and that mindset of thinking it's hard. And the frustration, oh, why didn't it happen? I did all that. Why didn't it happen? Back to the beginning. As soon as you say that, you're back to the beginning of the implant of that thought. Why didn't it happen? I kept on doing everything Jody said or anything anyone else said to visualize that, and it didn't happen. There's that thought. It didn't happen. Think about your physical body, right? You know it's real, right? You can feel it. You know it's real. Do you doubt it? Do you doubt that you are sitting there existing, right?
No.
No, because you can see it and you can feel it, even though, you know, when we're touching something, we're not really touching it. We're just actually feeling light. It seems like we're touching, but we're actually really we're just touching light. It's beautiful. And so, but we know that's real, right? We know that's real. So we can know anything is real if we want to. And we do. We do that all the time. Oh, there's a lot of observing, isn't there? There's a lot of observing in ascension. A lot of observing. Basically, it's your whole life is observing yourself. And then choosing. What do you want for your reality? And if you want ascension, then you apply these things. And it's okay if you have a moment where you have that form of perception interrupted, you know. We all have that. We all have that. It's strong, isn't it? The emotion is strong. The feeling is strong. But if you can just breathe in that moment and remind yourself, I am feeding myself this. I'm telling my body what to do. Because it is light. It is the light that I am. So any situation you've ever been to on a physical level, you told it to do that. Like that's a lot to own, right? That's a real lot to own. For me, it's been huge. You know what? I'm glad I did. I'm glad I owned it because it cleared it out of my consciousness. It just cleared it out. It embraced it. It integrated it. It changed my reality in a beautiful way. And there can be so many layers of that too. Like you can don't put the pressure on yourself because that's still the fallen consciousness. Just put the love on. And the love is, you know, the love is just beautiful and soft. And so But if you put the pressure on, then it's more difficult, you know. And so when I said don't put the pressure on, meaning take each moment as it is. There's no rush. There's just no rush, even though we feel like there is, hey. But the more you let go of that rushing and the more that you just feel the love and the understanding of what you're feeding yourself, just lovingly and gently. Yes, sometimes I say to myself, come on, Joe. You know this is true. Act on it. Act on that yourself. Sometimes I am assertive like that myself, but it doesn't involve anger. It's just the empowerment feeling, you know. It's just that feeling of love for myself, of just like, oh, come on, you know, align with this because it's what I want. It's passion. And sometimes we need to do that to ourselves, but I still feel in love when I'm doing that. Actually, I'm feeling quite excited when I'm doing that. I'm feeling really happy. I'm just like, yeah, come on, let's do it. And it's like, you know what that feels like now, I say to myself sometimes. You know that. You know if you keep doing that, that's what it feels like. Yeah. So it's just so magnificent what we are, who we are. And I'm hoping that this guidance is helping you to know we are moving towards an advanced civilization of love. That's what we're moving towards, whereas we're just, you know, looking at all of these things and applying all these things and aligning these things. We're affecting the one soul. It's just a lot of the fragments will complete, right? And then we will just be in that advanced civilization. And just know that all of that is perfect. All of that is perfect. And I feel like as we've been sharing these amazing sessions together, we're feeling so much love for each other and we're feeling a home feeling, right? A home feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool. Because we are home. And that home feeling, that's that advanced civilization of love. That's it. That's how pure and simple it truly is.
Wow.
But collectively, as this one being, I say collective, but it's really only one, there's going to be more of that, more and more of humanity is going to wake up. It's just everything that we're doing here, it's affecting. I see it all the time. It blows my mind, actually. It really blows my limitations how much I see instantly what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, what I want manifesting over. It's just getting faster and faster and faster. It's like, it's just observing humanity. It's observing the difference. You know, we have social media to observe humanity. We have, you know, we can watch shows, you know, on Netflix, etc. You know, we can see what's going on with humanity. We can see the shift. And what's really interesting is if you're watching something that's from a lot longer ago, say a lot longer ago, could be just be, you know, 2005 or something, you know, and the shift is incredibly different, right? You watch a show from the past and you watch a show from the present, that is blatantly obvious, the difference in this, in the right?
Yeah.
And I love doing that. I love doing that. Just for that purpose of observing the difference and where we are now. And I always see way more color now. There's way more color in the more modern shows, the more, you know, the more, like I look back at my old social media and I'm just like, wow, look at where I am now. It's so different. It's so much more, I'm so much more awake. I'm so lighter. I feel so much lighter and I feel so much more love. And I thought I was then, right? But I'm sharing this because I would love you to see that too. See that too. that there is a difference and it is changing, and it's kind of quite a time right now where the distinction between fall and ascension is becoming very clear, right? Even just in the way the behavior of the one soul. And that was always the plan. Don't think anything's happening isn't the plan. It is the plan. Right? Everything that is happening is the plan. It's the higher plan. That's a lot sometimes to really fathom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Of course. And the reason it is because we chose to not fathom it. We chose to be individual. We chose to forget. We chose to not see us as one being. Separation. Right?
Yeah.
So thank you. This is really amazing. Thank you so much for being so gorgeous, just sitting there listening with all your beautiful love, your humility. I can see constant recognition going on in your consciousness. Oh, it's just divine. It's just like pure bliss to me to sit here and watch you have that experience, and just recognizing the determination that I see in you and the application, the struggles that you're going through as well. Like you're still doing that, you're still overcoming that, and you're still applying yourself. And that's it's profound. It's really profound. And please acknowledge it in your beautiful self too, okay? Please acknowledge that. And the great thing about this being a recording is you can rewatch it and you can take it all in at a pace, take as long as you want, and be okay about that. But what I'd like to know, does anyone, in relation to everything I've been talking about, is any question coming up for you or curiosity that you would like to ask me about? And if you don't, that's okay. But is it for anybody feeling like they want to ask something about all of this? Yes, Clary?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that exact thing. So thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
The curiosity and the question coming up.
Oh, good. I love that.
Yeah. I would love to understand more or to hear more from you about the liquid crystal, how it's the same liquid crystal within all of us, like from a oneness perspective. Is that right? Is that
And
what you're
nothing can
saying?
change it. That's right. And nothing can change it.
Yeah.
That's what's so profound about it, actually. It will not, that liquid crystal will not tolerate anything trying to change it. It's so incredible. That's our design, right? That's how we designed ourselves, to keep that there, to never let that be. Nothing can change that. Yes, what we feed it is what we're going to manifest physically as well in all ways of our life, right? Because as I said, it's like it's neutral, and it's like the real depth and understanding of love is neutral because it doesn't have judgment of right and wrong. It just loves, it says yes. So does that answer your question, Clary? Ask more if you want.
Yes, it was. Yeah, thank you. So as we talk to from our perspective, talking to our own liquid crystal, and more beautiful people connect with that and do that, then it's like that information highway. It's like the whole one soul. Is that
I love that.
what you're
Yeah,
saying?
information highway. Oh, that's nice. I love that. Yes, exactly. Like I said, everything that we're thinking, everything we're feeling, everything we're doing, it's affecting the one soul because we're not separate, especially in that liquid crystal, especially that, because it's our ethereal being. It's when the more that we connect with it and be aware of it, you'll have memories of knowing how you did use it. Like I had a very clear memory. I've had this memory a lot, but I remember ascending. I know what it feels like. I know the feeling of it and understand it. And it's not a fantasy, it's a reality. And this understanding, connecting with this liquid crystal is a big part of it, because basically it's our ascended being right there in us. It's right there. It's within us. That's it. It's in you now. You think you're striving, but you're not. You're just unveiling. You're just unveiling yourself. It's right there. And as we, more and more that we unveil these illusions that we've had, the more of our ascended consciousness will become obvious. The more we'll remember what it really is. And we can't fathom it with our limited perspective, right? You can try, have a go. But you'll probably get really frustrated and give up. You can intellectualize a lot of things, you know. There's some very brilliant intellectual people who can put things intellectually, but they still never know that real truth. They'll never know that. Because usually they're after a prize anyway by doing it, right? Straight up.
Yes.
Windrunner. And even if they're doing it for charity, that's serving victims, which is beautiful. Nothing wrong with either of those things. But I'm giving you the guidance to help you to truly see the realness of your ascension. And you are, you're going to remember yourself on so many levels. And there's nothing like what you would learn intellectually. It's about unveiling and remembering, right? There's so many techniques you can learn, spiritual techniques. You can do all sorts of things, all of that stuff. It's not that. Those things will end up being painful because you're still limiting yourself with that. It might seem like freedom at first, but then you'll start feeling like a slave to it. Eventually with that. And then you'll probably just go to light interim, you know. And that's okay. And when I'm saying this is not criticism, this is love. This is understanding. It's not about anyone's done anything wrong. They've done everything right. It's beautiful. So this awakening I'm talking about comes from you being aware of your fallen consciousness and being aware of what you are feeding the liquid crystal. Remember, it just obeys you. But how pure is it? How pure. It's the pure being that we are, and that's what's so beautiful to connect with. That's why I wanted to share about it, because it's now, it's time to recognize it on this level. I mean, people know about this, scientists know about this, but they don't understand it. They understand it intellectually, and that's good. That's great. But they don't understand ascension perspective, but they can when they want to, when they're ready. It's there. They have it within them. Does that answer your question, Clary, or do you have more?
Yes, but I have another one that I'd love to ask.
Absolutely.
So after the last session where you were so beautifully assisting us to understand our multidimensional abilities, and you talked about like the perception of the past, and when we apply that, is it right that is directly speaking to that liquid crystal, like if I'm remembering a memory and embracing it and seeing it with a new perception and recognizing the wisdom and really understanding that I wanted that experience, and I'm in that moment of the past, is that directly feeding my liquid crystal for now.
Just-
For the,
Absolutely, yes. I love how you're explaining it. It's beautiful, the wisdom you already have. But yeah, I said that a little bit earlier too. Like, yes, everything that we did and revisited. I was going back to the future, which was really fun. And then, connecting with the past memories, because basically past and future are a memory. Because now is really now. That's it. That's all we really are. So, but the memories, yes, the memories we have are part of our DNA. It just is. The liquid crystal retains it and gives the DNA the information, but you can change how it's giving the information. So you can either give it the information that you regret it, that you felt like a victim to it, that you wish you could change it, that was so painful, I'm terrified of that again, la la la, all those sort of thoughts and feelings that we have, or I wish I could have that back, the grief. Yeah, the grief is big, it's huge. The illusion of separation, that's grief. And it's okay. Just keep remembering that. Keep remembering that. It's okay to feel any of these things. It's not only okay, it's perfectly beautiful. So, yes. Yes, Clary, and everyone. Absolutely everything that you do on that level. And that's why I did that session. I highly recommend that you do that as part of your ascension, because basically you're not going to ascend without it. If you're carrying around a whole lot of unintegrated feelings and thoughts about the past or the fears or the future or the cravings for what's in the future too, that's a big one, right? When am I going to have this? When am I going to have that? All different things. That stuff is giving you grief. It's not trusting, and it's you can think of other things that you want. Don't limit yourself on that, but it's letting it go and surrendering with humility. Remember how important humility is. So absolutely, liquid crystal is absolutely listening. It's absolutely feeling everything. It's you. It's nectar. We talked about nectar, right? That's another level of understanding. But it's flowing all the time. It's part of our existence. Even when we're not in a physical body, it's still happening. It's still who we are. It's our ethereal being. It's who we are. Makes sense, Clary? And everyone?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
it's so beautiful to understand. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. It's very simple, really. But in the simplicity, it can take surrender to some sort of attachment, and the surrender and that beautiful place of humility. So I want to talk about how important humility really is really just really owning the powerful being that you are. It's not about going beneath. A lot of people don't like humility because then they think they're subservient, right? It's got nothing to do with being subservient. That's just another illusion. It's about remembering who you are and remembering the love that you are and knowing that all your choices have created your reality and are creating your reality and will create your reality. Have, is, will. So, anything else, Clary?
No other questions, but I just love everything that you're sharing, just so much. I feel like it's a feeling of like being in a cloud or something, like on a cloud, within a cloud, like all of my cells are like cloud-like, like
Sounds like
really
ethereal.
soft.
It's ethereal. Remember, we were clouds.
Mm.
That was the only way I could describe it. Well, we were. So we were just that liquid crystal. That's all we were. We are. It's powerful, beautiful. But thank you for saying that, and it's very blissful. Hey, I think we often use the description of clouds as a blissful feeling because we have the soul memory. Clouds are just, oh wow, clouds are just profound. They do manifest our consciousness. That's why we see things in the cloud. So have a look. Have a look. Look up and look at those beautiful clouds and see what you see there. Some days you might not see anything, so don't get all fretty about that. Like, I'm not seeing anything. Just go, well, this is what I'm seeing, and it's perfect. The clouds, oh, the amount of messages I've had from clouds, it just blows my mind. Blows my mind. Absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful. I love them. I love us. Anything else, Clary?
No, I love you. Thank you.
I love you too, gorgeous. Thank you. So beautiful.
Thank you. Thank
Does anyone
you
else
so
have a-
much for letting me just share absolutely everything just then. I
Of
just
course.
love you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Clary. Love you too. Does anyone else have a question or a curiosity? I love curiosity and questions. They're good.
I do.
Yeah, I do.
Was that you, Estella? Did you say something?
I stop.
Go for it. We'll come back to you, beautiful Margie. Estella. Yes,
Yeah.
Estella?
So when I think about the liquid crystal that you are sharing with us, I think about the golden light and the grid. Like, for example, when I am resetting myself in the shower and I imagine like the water is like the golden light and it's that neutral light. It's that neutral that you were talking about too, like it's neutral. And it's like, I feel like it's cleansing my being from the whole day, like the thoughts and
Beautiful.
feelings that are from my fallen consciousness, and it's just like cleaning my whole being.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing, like, because I have the feeling that it's all part of the same thing.
What are you referring to exactly? That's the same thing. The shower water and the liquid crystal, or
No, the liquid crystal
yeah,
and the golden light and the grid.
golden light and grid. Yes.
It's the same thing.
Okay. Because it would be easy for me to think that because of the water.
Yeah.
Because the water does feel a lot, we love how rejuvenating is water. Like it does remind us of ourselves. It's really beautiful, but it isn't the same water because this is the most pure crystal liquid possible. But yes, the golden light, the grid, and just remember this: whenever I've talked about the grid and the golden light, it's thought upon thought upon thought. Right? So it's the same in that way, but to be aware of it in this way, of understanding that those thoughts that you're choosing are feeding your DNA. So that's a very big aspect of looking at this, to understand what are you feeding yourself in that way. Yes, when I do the grid sessions, that's what I see. I see that light, I see the golden light, I see the grid, I see the thoughts, and I see how the thoughts get frazzled, and it's in a way it's different in that way because it comes from the same source of love and light, right? But it's different in the way of that it represents the thoughts, but in saying that, it's not different. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but if I go into the liquid crystal, I'm not going to see anything frazzled in there. Nothing.
What do you mean frazzled?
Disconnected, fallen. I'm not going to see. So when I see the grid, I often when I tune into someone's grid, their light body grid, then I see so many like unbalanced and not flowing in harmony, right? And that's just the thoughts. It's just thoughts. The same thing really I'm talking about. But the difference is that the liquid crystal it's not affected. All it does is it's very neutral. Whereas the grid, we could say, is expressing the frequency of the liquid crystal. It might seem a little bit complicated. We just want to keep it really simple, but the difference is the purity of the liquid crystal it's just that absolute ascended part of you. It's the absolute perfection of the being that you are. And so is the grid, and so is everything, right? this liquid crystal, what we feed, what our thoughts and our feelings feed. So when I do a grid session and I connect with those things and you transform that, you've made a big shift in your DNA because your liquid crystal is receiving that information. That's why when everyone's had a grid session, they feel very, very different. And it's a powerful difference. It's a beautiful difference. It's always about love only. But does that make more sense to you, Stella? Great question. Love it. Great question. Does it make more sense?
Yes, yes. Yes, thank you.
Oh, of course. I love it. I love that question. It's very potent and very real to understand that, to know the difference between, it's like the thoughts that we can still have that have a frequency, but then the frequency and the purity because of the liquid crystal it never changes, but it will give you a DNA, the information, which, is either limited or the real truth of your ascension. And that is how we ascend. So it's also how we fall. So you could say that the liquid crystal is like this beautiful, neutral, ethereal being that we are, saying yes to either. Yes to fall, yes to ascend. Because that's the whole point of that I make over and over. There's nothing wrong with being fallen. It's just a journey to gain wisdom. And we do. We only gain wisdom by not judging it, though. Wisdom doesn't mean, gee, I'm never going to do that again. That was really bad. That was really evil. That was really wrong. I really messed that up. I'm not getting in that sort of relationship again. Or I'm not going to do that sort of situation again. Lala. That's not wisdom. The wisdom is just to really know what it feels like on a neutral level, on a level of love. Neutral doesn't mean cold or shut off. It's just love. It's just the beautiful, infinite feeling of love. So that's the real wisdom. I'm hoping that makes more sense to you as well, because it's important to know that the difference between when I talk about wisdom, it's not learned blame. Learned blame is not wisdom. That's just learned blame. It's just still blaming and feeling like a victim somehow. But the wisdom is now we know what it feels like and embracing that, and then knowing what you want to really do is ascend now. Because that's always what's going to come from wisdom. Wisdom, anything that gives you wisdom that leads to more defensiveness is not going to help you ascend. It's not even wisdom. You could say the word wisdom is wise dominion. It's like wise ruling of yourself. And it's really knowing that you're ruling yourself. So that's what's magnificent when we understand everything on our ascension consciousness level. It changes everything. It changes every word you can ever think of. It really does. The vocabulary of ourselves, the intelligence of ourselves can either be interpreted from a fallen perception or a real knowing of the truth of us, and that's our real being of love. And that's what ascension is. And that's what we want to feed that liquid crystal. If we want to ascend, if we want to do that. And we are ascending. We are. But when, if you feel any confusion about any of this, it's okay, all right? Because that confusion is just like a co-fusion, right? It's a fusion of fallen consciousness trying to make sense in an ascended consciousness, and it kind of can't. That's why we end up being confused. So to clear up the confusion, we just choose our love and embracing and understanding, and then we're ascending. So, but it's okay to be confused, and it's okay to actually question things, because often the confusion makes us question things. And it should. If we want to ascend, question yourself, question your fallen choices. That's how you can make that new choice. If you just ignore them and go, well, I already know about liquid crystal now, I'm not going to look at anything, I'm just going to do that. You've missed the whole point. It's just like, and that's okay too. But the real point is to be clearly seeing your choices that you're feeding yourself. You know, there is so much to understand about our physicality. Oh my gosh, it's just so. But let's just start with this. Let's just start with this, because the fact that there's this beautiful liquid crystal that is just there with all our information, of all our memories, of all our choices. It has your ascension. It's already there. You're already ascended. Right? That might not make a lot of sense. Might need to intellectualize that, but you don't have to. You just need to trust it and understand yourself in that way. It's beautiful. You know, you've ascended before, you're ascended again and again and again. Until what? What's after that? What's after ascension? Really going far now, aren't I? Like, this is what I do. I go as far as I want. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to digest all that first. We're beautiful beings of love. There's so much to understand about ourselves. And that's what I'm here to do, is to help you to understand yourself, to understand myself, to understand all of us, and to lead us home, you know, to guide us home to our real beings of love, and that is our ascension. I like calling it ascension because I like the meaning of it. Means rise. And I feel like I know that we are rising because we're raising ourselves into that higher frequency of knowing ourselves as that, you know. We're multidimensional frequencies. And that's all happening in the liquid crystal as well. That's a lot. I know this is a lot, right? But just relax and just know that it's okay, and you'll have your understanding, and be gentle with yourself. Choose humility. Remember the fight or flight consciousness. These are the simple aspects to just let yourself take these beautiful little steps. They're kind of big too, though. They're unlimited, really. But just to let your ascension happen, just really gracefully and gently and sweetly and beautiful and yummily. Because if you're struggling with ascension, you're not ascending, actually. The struggle is not ascension. But there are experiences that we have, especially on a physical level, if you're getting physical things happening in your body, like strange symptoms and things like that, pains or whatever, you know, dizziness and just an overall strange feeling. It's only because, I mean, of course, I always say, you know, if you're feeling really concerned about some health aspect, go and get a doctor's perception if you want to. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. They are there to help humanity as well. But we can also at the same time keep understanding our consciousness throughout that, understand how we created that situation. But I would never use ascension as a defense thing to not go and get yourself checked if you really are concerned. But what I'm pointing out is that there are these physical aspects to ourselves in our ascension that can feel strange. Yeah. So it's okay if it does. It's this sort of level of consciousness can be quite stirring. Okay, it's quite stirring, and it's meant to be. But it's how you choose, what your choice about that stirring. Your choice is keep it really beautiful, soft and simple, and just understand, just basically, what thoughts, what feelings are you giving your liquid crystal to feed to your DNA? That's your manifestation of your resistance. Like DNA, that's a whole another story. but it's magnificent, you know. But if you can just keep it simple there and just allow that, what's my feelings? What's my thoughts? What am I choosing? How is that manifesting my brain pathways? Why is something on repeat when I want it to change and things like that? Just keep it like that real simple observation of yourself and just know how beautiful you are, how magnificent you are. Because it can feel overwhelming once you start really, really acknowledging yourself. So, and it's okay if it does. I get overwhelmed all the time. It's nothing new to me. Okay, nothing at all. I feel overwhelmed often, like daily, a lot of the day. It's not a bad thing. It's just I just know it's a shift happening, and I know I just observe what is overwhelming me. And when we're this sensitive and this richly soulful, and we want the beautiful higher reality, we feel everything that's going around us in our environment, right? We feel it. It's just overwhelming. But when we can apply, that's what I do. I just apply my love. If anything, if I can't even cope with the overwhelming feeling, I'll just relax and say, just be love. Just remember love. Just remember the love that I am. And just gently breathe and relax as much as I can. You know, we are emotion. We are thoughts. We are our senses. Imagine that if we just cut off from that because we're feeling overwhelmed, that's not going to serve us. It's not going to serve us, our ascension. But if you embrace it gently and understand, of course, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm really sensitive. I'm feeling such a shift in myself, and I'm aware of my sensitivity. There is nothing wrong with being sensitive. It's right. Sensitive is right. You know, people often wanted to make me feel wrong for being so oversensitive. They thought I was oversensitive, but I wasn't oversensitive. I just was conscious. I sensed things. I was aware of frequencies and vibrations, just like you guys are. Everyone is really. But it's what we do with it and how we perceive it, you know. In fact, ascending makes you more sensitive. Good. That's good. Love me so. It's good. It's good. But even though it's very simple, we want to keep it simple. We want to keep it simple. It can be so overwhelming, the amount to really comprehend. But let's just keep it on that really beautiful, simple level of just what am I choosing? And be okay about being sensitive. Because if you make it wrong, it amplifies the fear, right? So don't make it wrong. Just own it. Say, I am allowed to be sensitive. Other people might not be ready to understand that about me, but it's okay. I'm allowed to be sensitive. We don't want to turn that into a defensiveness, right? Because then, you know, just feeding more of your fallen self. But it's not a defense. It's an embrace or love for you. Because just remember this. The role of the fallen consciousness is to keep you being fallen. That's its role. So anyone in your reality that's still choosing fallen conscious is going to keep wanting you to be fallen conscious, right? So that's where we can get really affected by it. Like at first they'll love your frequency, they'll love it, they'll just go, oh, wow, you know, what a beautiful, loving person you are. And I experience that all the time. And then I know if I'm around them a little longer, even just for another hour, they're going to start freaking out, you know. And they do, because then it starts to overwhelm them, the frequency, and then they start, like the fallen consciousness then wants to turn it into change it, start changing the perception. First was just they were getting the love, they were feeling it was beautiful. Then they want to change it because it brings up fear, it brings up defensiveness, it brings up everything that's perfectly our fallen consciousness, and it's supposed to. Our ascending choice is just to recognize that. Recognize when someone's being like that and just have compassion. Don't get involved, but don't shut off. Just stay kind and loving. That'll settle it all down. It'll just be okay. And you can always just go in where you need to go, home or whatever. You know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. So just always remember that. Always remember that anyone who's really not choosing to ascend can come across as a very lovely and beautiful person, because they are. But their fallen consciousness will kick in, especially if they're threatened by your ascension, which they will be because they're meant to be. That's how we stay fallen. We don't stay fallen by remembering ascension. That's why you guys aren't going to stay fallen, because you're remembering, you're ascending, right? You're remembering yourself. So we just be aware of that about other people that aren't at that stage yet. And it's great, isn't it? Like, it's just more wisdom, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, beautifuls. Do you have any more questions or curiosities? Margie, you were going to say something.
Yeah, I was. Since I had a couple of intellectual questions, so I think you've answered some of them since I was going to ask them. But first of all, I was thinking, wow, talking about the liquid crystal has given me a whole new perspective of connecting and knowing on my light body. It's just so really taken it to another level of knowing and feeling my light body. Yeah.
That's great. Another level of understanding the nectar, like nectar flow we talked about, that was just a stage for you to really understand it. And now we're going to a little bit deeper with that.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
There's so much more. There's always more information. It's just what we're ready for, what I'm ready for to give, and what you're ready for to receive. But thank you for saying, Margie. Keep going.
Yeah, I was wondering if the liquid crystal is a color. Like, can we see a color?
It's just the color of water. Does water have a color?
No.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah. It's amazing.
It's transparent. It's ethereal. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad you asked. That's a beautiful question. Thank you, Margie.
Yeah.
Do you have any more?
Yeah, I was thinking about the DNA. I would love to understand lots more about that as time goes on, about my DNA and our DNA.
Yeah,
I think there's so much to understand and about that.
Huge. It's huge. But I can simplify it when that time comes.
Yeah.
But right now, just know that it's just your soul. Really. Just keep it that simple for now. But it is really great to look deeply into ourselves in this way, physically. It's really fascinating, and we'll do more on that another topic time. I'd love to. That one.
Yeah. It's probably for another time too, but
that's okay.
I wondered if, how you've said, and I feel I've ascended before. Does that complete that lot of DNA and we take on another lot, or is it a whole existence the same? Do we keep that memory? You know what I mean?
Great question. Yes, you keep your soul. Your soul has all the memories. That's what wisdom is. The wisdom is like the memory of the experience and the understanding of it and knowing what it feels like. And then there's that beautiful feeling of humility and just embracing and knowing that we've as one created this reality. It's beautiful. Great question, Margie. I love it.
Mm,
Anything else?
yeah. Is it do we still have the DNA that we have integrated and when we've ascended, do we have is that finished or do we repeat that DNA?
Oh, yes. I'm not saying yes to that. It's the answer to that question. I'm just thinking yes. There is so much to understand about that, which will take another session.
Yeah.
But remember
Yeah.
that question, okay? Because it's very good and it's awesome. Like questions, I'm not trying to limit your questions. Ask yourself these questions and just allow that, like I know that my guidance helps you understand things too. That's a choice that I made on my soul level to do that. But it's really good to question things like that. That's very intelligent. And you are awakening. You've come to this question because you've been awakening your DNA for ascension, right? So it's already activated a higher perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good. That's the best part about this question for you right now is to recognize that you just activated some DNA for ascension. You activated your DNA for ascension. Therefore, you had a higher perspective. Is what ascension is. It's just going to the truth of our higher existence.
Yeah.
So living in our ethereal body.
I said to you recently,
we're already in that. We're already the ethereal body, but we're just going to complete the whole illusion of seeing us just as this and separate. We will complete the separateness, which is so profound. So profound. And try and contemplate it and try and think about it, because it's okay to do that.
Yeah.
Were you going to say something else? Something else you said?
I was just trying to think. No, I think that's it for now. Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you. Oh, I did say before, I remember I said to you recently, that is something I'm really passionate about, is feeling and being that light body. And you've given me a much more beautiful understanding of that today. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, exactly.
I feel really passionate.
It's part of our awakening, and you have to be passionate about it to want it. The passion is just a natural experience of it being activated. What you used to be passionate about other things, right?
Yeah.
And you got to experience them.
Yeah.
What Margie? What did you used to be passionate about?
Oh, a lot of fallen things. Yeah.
It's okay. Would you like to share something about that?
Yeah, passionate about I would say a lot of fallen things, but I passionately wanted to get married. I passionately wanted to have children. I passionately wanted to finish with that, and I passionately wanted to find you. And
they sounded like ascending recognitions, though. There's a whole lot of like you're having, which is great. You're having, and it's perfect, having ascension recognitions. But what was something that you were passionate about that was giving you your fall? I know I could see the aspect of the marriage because I know about your experience with the marriage, but I can see that. But was there any other things that you were passionate about that you loved and you did and they assisted your fall?
Yeah, partying and drinking, and I was passionate about all those things at those times.
Exactly. And did you do that?
Covering up my feelings.
Did you do much of that partying and drinking?
Yeah, I did a lot.
For how long? How long did you do that for?
20, 30 years. Yeah.
And look at you now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really profound. It just goes to show, no matter what you've experienced, you can ascend.
Yeah, that's right.
So well done.
I love it.
What was the wisdom? What What was the wisdom you felt from all the drinking and partying? What became your recognition of fallen consciousness there?
How painful it was. How it kept me deeply fallen. Yeah, just witlessness. I remember just having no witness at all about the whole experience, and just thinking that's all there was. And yeah, I thought that was going to be my life when I was in it. I thought that was my life.
And now you know what it feels like.
Now I know what that feels like. That's for sure. Oh yeah, there's lots of painful memories.
Yeah, and let yourself embrace that and know that how beautiful and perfect that was actually, and for you, you know what it feels like, and there's nothing wrong with it. You know it was painful. You know that's not what you want anymore. You certainly had enough of it, didn't you?
Oh, I did. I really thrashed it.
Exactly, and now you can laugh about it, and you understand it. So great, that's great. What an experience that was, a fun experience, even though it was painful fun.
Yeah,
it was still an experience that showed you what it feels like, and now you don't want that anymore. Now you want your ascension, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Margie.
Yeah, I'm glad that I have had that wisdom, and I'm glad that I know what all that feels like, and
Good.
Yeah.
And the reason I say it's good is because that if we don't allow ourselves to have that perception of now you know what it feels like and it's great, we won't ascend. And that's why I talk about the wisdom a lot, because we want to ascend by embracing and knowing it's okay. And of course I know about your life and that experience, but I think it was really great for you to share about it and in this situation and get that perspective on. It's like probably even stronger now, would you say, after today, stronger perception of the wisdom.
Yeah.
Because also now the passion turned into wanting to be awake. Passion turned into wanting to feel love, to want to have a really beautiful, a content, happy, expansive, beautiful life, right? And that you create, and you're still creating that, and then so that was perfect. And then the passion then became more and more your passion for ascension, which is where you are now, and you're loving that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's our home. That's our real home. Even though we can never really say we left home. Otherwise, we'd have to say that liquid crystal isn't there, and it is, or our ethereal body, or just our soul, right? So, the way you want to put it, we can't say we ever left it, but we can say that we had the illusion of leaving it.
Yeah, it's really interesting to think about how I was, and I always had that liquid crystal.
Absolutely.
At that time, it's really,
and nothing could have changed it. Didn't matter how much alcohol you drank.
Yeah.
It just stayed perfect,
Yeah.
just like you.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Thank you, Margie.
And thank you so much, because you've assisted so much with my ascension.
Yeah.
I'm just so glad that I found you, Jody.
No.
Yeah.
And tell everyone when you found me, because I'd like everyone to hear that. It's beautiful.
I think it was in 1999 I found you.
Right.
Yeah. When I came to the Gold Coast.
98. I think it was
98. Might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was actually 98. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I moved up from South Australia, and
Look at you now. Wow.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, I moved up from South Australia and just left everything down there, and had no idea what I was going to do when I got here, and no job. Just,
wow.
I had a whole life there and everything, and I just came up here with what I had in the back of the car. Nothing else. I left everything behind, and
that's courage.
Yeah.
That's courage, and that's determination to complete that. But you did it with a lot of love for yourself, right?
Yeah.
You did it through the love for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
And then that same year, I did that at the beginning of the year. I met you about July or something, I think, just briefly. And then I came around and I saw your beautiful room that you were doing your sessions and things from.
Yeah, the
And
seminars and the classes.
yeah, the seminars and everything. And
Yeah.
I went, oh, wow, this is what I've been looking for.
Wow.
And yeah, it was a few months later that I came back and started doing the seminars and things on the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
you went, you got yourself into that, and look at you now. Like this is like you've stayed on that too. Like you didn't, like some people, and that's okay, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. Some people, you know, they take what they were ready for and go and still have some more wisdom, and that's good. You know, that's not wrong. It's just that you didn't really want to do that, you know, and I can see why. With 20 years partying like that, that's kind of I'm just being silly, but and having fun with the whole thing. But you know, in a way, it is exactly what you wanted. You wanted that exact feeling of it being that indulgent, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Now, ascension does not involve saying we did something wrong. That would be silly.
Yeah.
And that's okay too. But you know, it's just perfect. So thank you so much, Margie. I love hearing that.
Oh, thank you. I love you so much. Thank you.
I love you too. Thank you for your love. And
I'm so glad we're all back together like this. It's
too.
so beautiful.
I love it. And I love how
Yeah,
you
we're all back here.
We are.
Like you said, we're staying, you know.
Yeah.
It's so
I
great.
feel that. I do feel that. I feel like it's that time now. Do you all feel that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Definitely.
Oh, I love it. It's so great. And thank you all of you so much for all your love that you give me even in between these sessions, and how beautiful soul talking too that we have, and we share that love with each other, but the beautiful messages as well that we have we experienced together, and I just love them so much. Like, thank you so much. It's really beautiful, and I love how we can do that. We can have that, and we can like I just really want you to know how much I love that, and how free you are. How give yourself that freedom to express that and allow that, because you know I'm going to understand you, right? And what is it really that you're sharing? It's just love. It's just your beautiful love and your gratitude, and you know, experience some of your life experiences as well. And I love that, and I do feel really honored by that. So thank you. I love you all so much. So let's go one more. Oh, that feels too limiting. Okay, I was going to say one more question, but I don't want to now. Erase that. Let's go as many more questions as you want. So does anyone else have a question or a curiosity that would like to ask me?
Yes, I do, Jody.
Yes.
Yeah. I've experienced this quite a lot, sometimes through meditation. Even just tonight in a session while you were gone, I experienced it. And usually in the mornings too, I try to connect with myself and remind myself that I'm love. Like, for example, first thing in the morning, I try to really
That's very good.
find that space, and quite often I find it actually. And it's this real, it's like, it's such a depth to it that it brings. So my question is, like, first of all, is that connecting? It feels like it's connecting after talking to you tonight, listening to what you're saying about it. It's just been so awesome to listen to.
Thank you. Yeah.
Am I connecting with that liquid crystal? Because it feels like I am. And it feels like when I'm connecting with that, when I'm telling myself and connecting with that beautiful divine love within myself, the purity of myself, that it pushes, it's like there's this explosion of bliss mixed with fear of touching that place that's that so pure almost as well. Is that what that does? Like, is that what that, because I've experienced it so much, and I keep thinking to remind myself to ask you, what is that? Like, what? It's like I want to remember, but I'm kind of almost forcing myself to forget kind of as well. It's like this, I can't quite explain it, but it's like this bliss with fear and
Yeah.
all in one.
Perfect. That's perfect description. And yes, definitely. The thing is, you can't ever be disconnected from that liquid crystal. So you're always connected with that. And it is the love that you are. But in saying that, your whole body is the love that you are. It's just that's the, like, it's again, it feels contradictory because we are ethereal beings. That's what we really are. But we're experiencing the illusion, and the liquid crystal is the ethereal body, which is constantly feeding our DNA to manifest ourselves like this, because that's what we want, right? So yes, it is that, but what you're describing is very simple to understand. It's still the weaving. You're still weaving in your ascension consciousness, and you still have the fear of that and the old programs and the old consciousness that you've had. And there's nothing wrong with that. So there's nothing wrong with what you're feeling, but that's incredibly beautiful that you're feeling that love, Sean. Like, I feel like you're tasting and you're experiencing your ascension consciously, and that causes some frequencies of old fears to manifest and clear out of you. So if you can just remind yourself of that that's all it is, then it'll be also it's very simple. Does that answer your question, beautiful?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. There's been a lot of, I've noticed too, just talking to you now, there's a lot of grief with that as well. Like I'll feel that burst of bliss and love, and then all of a sudden there's this like this, I just start crying with the love that I've just felt, and then there's a grief that comes with that as well, kind of thing. Like it's like the grief is getting pushed out because of the love that I've just connected with within myself.
Definitely.
Um,
There's no doubt about that. Just remember the real meaning of grief. It's believing in separation. So when you remember that, you can start seeing the oneness, and it helps to heal it. Not heal it. Well, it actually is heal it, because heal means to make whole. So you see the whole thing. Yeah. It's just really simple, Sean. Simple. And you're doing so awesome. You're so beautiful. So amazing. Thank you so much. And the love. Oh.
Thank you. I love you so much. I've loved tonight's session. It's just been
Yes.
so beautiful. I just feel so home listening to you, and
thank you.
I feel home with you all, but listening to you, Jody, my whole being just feels, I feel home is the only way to describe it. I just feel completely home listening to you.
Oh, you're home. What you're home in is the consciousness that we're sharing, which is love, and that is home. So yeah, I agree. I feel exactly the same. And I know we'd feel exactly like this about anyone that is really choosing this. And the reason we would, it's not because, it's a group and everyone starts to feel like that. It's nothing to do with that. It's just that it's the love. It's just the love that we're recognizing. It's that simple. It's just that simple. So thank you, Sean. I love that. And I love you so much. Thank you.
I love you too so much. Thank you.
Oh, my loves. Is there anything else anyone would like to say? I'm feeling a little bit like it's time to complete this soon, because I can feel such a high frequency shift in all of us that I feel like I know when to not push that, because we want to keep the balance, right? We want to keep the balance. So this feels really beautiful and really blissful, this feeling, but it's just a feeling of knowing when it's enough, that this is a lot for you to comprehend and take in. But if anybody wants to share a little bit of love, then please do, because I'm all here to hear. I'm all here to hear it. We're all here. Yes, Amy?
Yeah, I want to share that when you said like the liquid crystal, it's the same as our divine advanced civilization, and it's already in us. And that really touched me when you said that, because I became very emotional, because I'm always wondering, where is it? Divine advanced civilization then, but now that I feel it's inside of me, I can really connect. I felt it, and now I feel okay. Yeah, I can feel the truth of it, and yeah, I get emotional when I think about it. But yeah, because
Yes.
now I feel okay. It was never gone. It's in me, and I really need that feeling of oneness. And now I feel it on such a deeper level.
Yes.
And then I thought that maybe, can I ask a question?
Yes. Oh, how beautiful. But just before we do, I just want to say thank you for that, because I totally feel the same. It brings me tears of joy and love, remembering myself. And, I say to you, I cry a lot during my days. That's a big part of it. And I said I mostly cry because of love. And it's beautiful to do that. So let that happen. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong. Like Sean, you expressing that too, like the emotion. We're all feeling that emotion. And please do. It's beautiful. So what was your question? Beautiful?
Yeah, then I was thinking like this liquid crystal is like our ascendant being is always inside of us. And then I thought, so we feed it with our thoughts, but then I felt suddenly like you are like the liquid crystal in a person. I don't know. And can it be that you also feed, like when we are listening to you, you just feed
Beautiful.
yeah,
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's
the
beautiful.
whole soul.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. What? Oh, thank you. Yes. Exactly. I mean, to put the way that you so beautifully put that into words is just so profound, and this is where it comes down to that's a very, very, it's quite a huge explanation, the answer to that question. It's not the time to share it, but I'm not trying to be secretive or hide anything. I just know where the balance is right now. But thank you for seeing that and feeling that, because that really touches me to the core, because it's the recognition of the love. It's just the recognition of the love and my soul. And yes, I just want to say yes for now. Yes, thank you. And I'm really honored that you feel that and know that and recognize that. And that's why I often say to you, I'm here for you. I'm always here for you. I'm always loving you. So another day, another beautiful moment, when it's right, we can share more about that understanding, but it's extremely profound. I mean, extremely profound. So for all of us, okay? So for now, as I'm giving you these little steps, and they're not that little though, they're kind of huge. But you're all so intelligent. You're so intelligent to comprehend this and know the truth. But telling you and explaining what you're seeing and knowing will also encompass all of the knowing about yourself, which is really beautiful. So for now, let's embrace and encompass this knowing of this beautiful today's session, and be gentle with that and understand that. Oh, I am so deeply touched. Thank you so much for saying that, Amy. Just, why I'm so deeply touched is that there's that beautiful soul memory in you, and you will understand more about that when the time is right. So thank you. But for now, just let yourself feel that love. Like, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to love. I'm here to help you remember the love that you are. And there's so much more. I always say that, right? There's so much more. There really is. There really is. There really is. And it's amazing. Oh, I love you, Mimi. I love all of you so much. So much.
I love you too.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
how beautiful are you? How beautiful are we? It's just so good to know these things, these simple things, that they are all simple, that I guide you with, right? There's nothing complicated about it at all. but it's just being able to comprehend the simplicity, and you all are. You really are. So enjoy watching this again. I love you. If you're watching this again right now, I love you. I love you so much. And thank you for today. Did you want to share anything, Nish? Did you want to share anything before we go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you so much, Jody. You quench the thirst of the scientist in me, the spiritual seeker in me. Like you give me everything. And what you have shared today is so profound at so many levels, but your mastery in helping us understand at the most real but the most simplest level is incredible. Like there is not even a word for that. Like I keep thinking this is a very Punjabi word, but it says
Okay. Yeah.
it is like mewari Java. So it's basically it if I literally translate it, it loses its meaning, but it is basically expression of uh, passionate love and devotion. And I feel that an admiration, because I'm in awe of your intelligence, Jody. I get what you are talking about, and I know, like when I was studying about the human body, these were the questions I had, because I could see that, I could see that yes, we can we have everything in us. I could see that physically, but no one was talking about it, and everyone was treating it as something to mend, something to fix, and that really bothered me so deeply. It was irritating to me, and to an extent that I never went for a PhD. Like I was offered so many scholarships from around the world, but I was like, no, I don't want to, because I did not feel anything was real enough to dedicate my life to.
Yeah.
Until I found you.
Oh.
And that's the devotion that I'm talking about, because my devotion is to truth. My devotion, my commitment, my passion is it is to know who I am at that real level, and you give it to me. And you give it to me with so much love, and everything that you have shared, Jody, I know you live it. I know the humility that you're talking about. I have seen you be that, and even more.
Oh, thank you, Nisha.
Your love, like I have said this so many times, I understand a more deeper layer of your love, because loving you reminds me of the purity of what real love is. And that reminds me of the purity of me. And that reminds me that I can give myself anything. And it shatters the ego conception of ego illusion of there is something wrong with me.
Good. Good. There isn't. No,
like
cool.
so many times, I know all of us have said this, and everyone says that I have ruined it forever and I cannot fix it anymore.
Wow.
And with and with your beautiful, gorgeous love, you helped us remember you are always full, you're always whole, you're always perfect, you have everything, you're always ascended. Just give yourself that love.
Exactly. And that's what I love.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nisha. Oh, you guys are making me feel a lot of emotion. Like it's really beautiful and really touched to the core by your love. So thank you so much. It's so beautiful, and like thank you, Nisha. That's just so beautiful. And all of you, like I'm really truly so touched by you all. Like I love you all so much, like so much. And it's not even enough to say. And I understand the love that you feel for me, because I know I feel the same, and I know it is perfection. And I love that we're just letting that love flow, because that's just so good. We're not putting any walls up or any limitations on it. We don't have to. We just don't have to. It's our home. It is our home. Love is our home. And let us just remember that, and let us, like, I really love today's topic, mostly because it's helped you to really remember more about yourself. it's helped you, like what Amy said, you know, she knows that that civilization is within her, and you know, yeah, it's all within us, and you know, it's just so beautiful. So thank you so much. Estella, did you want to share anything before we go? Thank you, Nisha. Love you so much.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Yes, I just want to share that. Thank you for today, because I can feel like a completely new understanding of my whole being today. Like I just feel I have a new perception of myself, and I'm more in touch with myself today after this session.
Wow. Thank you. That's so beautiful and amazing. Wow. I can see you. I'm observing you all, of course, but I can see the depth that you're connecting within yourself. I see that in all of you. It's really beautiful in sessions how you do that. Like, it's a real joy to me. It's just to observe and watch your gorgeousness, you know, like the real recognition. Oh my gosh, you guys are so gorgeous. I don't know. Can you see each other? Can you see each other too? Because wow. Wow. Thank you so much. And I love that, Estella. I really love that. Thank you. And there's more. There's always more. So let's, you know, allow this level and embrace it, because basically it's really great, like how these sessions have allowed me to go through what feels appropriate, what's the next thing, and they all link together, you know, and I really love that. So is there anything else you want to say, Estella?
Yes, I love what Amy said. I can complete that. And it connected me with what I said one time to you, that I feel like every time I talk to you or I connect with you in any way, immediately I feel I am connecting with my higher self, like with my ascended being.
Yes.
And that's the same that Amy said. It's just like you feed us that.
I love that so much.
You bring you bring our highest version of ourselves.
Yeah. Because I know it. I know it and I see it. And then that's what I'm helping you to see, is yourself, the way I see you. And thank you for letting me do that. Thank you for letting me love you, and thank you for letting yourself love me and love yourself. And it really is just everything. And like the divine advanced civilization of love. Wow. This is it. You know, this is a taste of that. You know, and the more that we do that, and the more we let our love flow, and the more that we recognize the love and recognize all these different, beautiful, profoundly amazing aspects of ourselves, we'll be living there, and we'll be living there more and more. And just in this now, we are already living there, even at this level. You know, we are living in that realm, and we can keep living in that realm and be in the world, embracing it with our love, you know. So it's just beautiful. Thank you, Estella. Thank you all. Like, touch me so deeply. I mean, I feel like you see my love and you feel my love, and that's the most important thing to me. And that's, no, thank you. Just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all so much. Oh, is there anyone else that really wants to say anything just before we go? Or are you all content with that?
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Oh,
Love you so much.
Love you so
Yeah,
much.
that's what we want to say. We love you.
Love you.
Just
Love
love
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
thank you.
Love you.
Love you, love you, love you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely love you exactly the same. And that's what we'll keep doing. And that love is our ascension, and that is our advanced civilization of love. That's it. So we'll just keep doing that, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're always connected. That's
Yes.
what I really love, that we're always in this soul connection. And that is so precious. That is so, so precious. So precious that we can do that, and that we recognize that. And that because we all have our life situations, and they're all part of our ascension. And but we are still overcoming a lot of things, but we have each other, and we have that soul connection always, and that's beautiful. So thank you for that. You give me so much. You give me so, I'm in awe. I think about you all the time, I do. I just love you. Just love you so much. All right, beautiful. So I will finish now.
We love you too. We
Yeah,
love
love
you
You
too.
so much, Jody. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you all, Clary, Shawnee, Maggie, Nisha, Stella, and Emmy, and me.
Yay, I love you.
Yay.
Yeah,
Yay.
I love you. All right, beautifuls. Enjoy your beautiful life of your love, and we're always connected. Always connected. Always. I love you. Here I go. I love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love
Love
you.
you.
Bye.
Love
Love you.
Much. Bye. Always
you.
connected. Love you.
Bye.
Love you.